That was pleasant. Go for a ride, they said. So I'm just at Rochdale All Bikes, and I was ranting a little bit in my helmet on the way over. I'll tell you the story shortly, but I've just dropped the bike off now for its first service. Looks a lot better in red. Yeah, we'll see how the service goes now. I'll fill you in on the details that I thought I'd already done, but I didn't switch the camera on. So yeah, bear with us. Right then, subscribers, this is the third video of the Aprilia Tuono that I've got. So welcome back if you've seen the others, and nice of you to stop by if it's your first time. This video is just a reflection really of my experience with the Aprilia main dealer. It was Rochdale All Bikes. Fucking hell, it's quick this. Just spent... Ooh, oh man, I've just spent 3 days in the Isle of Man on my Fireblade, and the power on that is so progressive and linear and lovely. This is just bang, there it is. Wow. So as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by a horse, yeah, I got the bike serviced at Rochdale All Bikes. Now, I have a tendency, a naivety, to assume that main dealers and whatever, they all know what they're on about, because that's what you're paying a premium for, and they're the designer of the bike. They've obviously had the sales and marketing team giving them all the press information and all the specs so they can give a good sales service. Nope. So long story short, I booked the bike in for its first service literally like 2 months ago. I knew I wasn't going to ride it much with the other bikes as well, so I booked it in, and because I knew it was the Friday the 23rd, but I'd actually kind of forgotten the time, so I rang back about a month before the service and just reconfirmed the time, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the woman said, Chris Charlton, waiting with bike. Yeah, oh, you're waiting with the bike, aren't you? So she read that from a screen. Anyway, I thought that's really good news. I can go and see my granddad, have all morning with him in Bolton Way, and then we'll get it all serviced and off we go. Anyway, because I'm a bit OCD and pedantic and whatever else, I thought it was playing on my mind that I'll just double check exactly what time it is, because I wrote it on my laptop when she gave me the time, and I didn't have it when I was at my granddad's. Anyway, I rang the dealership, guy answered the phone. I said, oh, hello, Chris Charlton, got a service booked with you, I think it's 2 o'clock, definitely today though, can you just reconfirm the time? And he said, I'm sorry mate, there's nothing in the system for you. I was like, what? He said, yeah, sorry mate, but there's nothing coming up. I was like, well, I'll give you the reg and you can check that. So I gave him the registration plate. It was like, oh, Chris Charlton. I was like, well, that's fine, whatever. He said, oh, that's funny, you're in the system, but there's no time and we're fully booked, mate. And I started fizzing, and it takes me a long time now. I end up going through the gears with my emotions before I fucking explode. And I was certainly getting there. Anyway, I said, look, I've got a trip to Scotland at the weekend, and I've paid 500 odd quid for all of it. I need it done. He's like, yeah, really sorry, we don't think we can fit you in, we've only got 2 members of staff in. And I was like, no problem, I'll leave the bike with you and I'll take one of your bikes and that can be a demo bike and I'll give it you back when I'm finished. A bit arsey. And he said, sorry, we don't do demo bikes. And I said, well, no worries, what I'll do, I'll rent one in Scotland and then I'll invoice you because it's your mistake. He's like, oh no, I can't do that. I was like, right, I'm going to come down right away. You can have the bike all day, whether you can put overtime on or you can work them over lunch or whatever. I need it done today. And I said to him, I'll even help out myself if I have to. I can take panels off and I can bloody, it's only an oil change and a filter. Anyway, so I actually made a GoPro video on the way there, but as usual, I don't know, 25% of the videos I make are all wasted. The SD card's not in the thing, the battery dies, sometimes the GoPro just has a little bit of a meltdown on its own. So anyway, it probably wouldn't have been good content. There's a lot of obscene language. Oh, what's been going on here? And, oh sorry, before that, I should say, he said, well, you don't need to have it done this weekend. Just, how long's your trip in Scotland? And I was like, 1,500 miles. And he's like, well, no problem. As long as the oil's topped up, do your trip and then we'll service it after. And I was like, so you're telling me, as an Aprilia main dealer, you are advocating that it's fine to have your first service at 2,200 miles when the book says 620. And I was like, can I get that in writing, just so, because I don't think that's, because I've read the book and it doesn't say anything like that. He's like, well, you should be alright. And I'm like, this is just insane, you're just fobbing me off. You're a main dealer. So anyway, I took it down and he was a bit, I don't know, it wasn't his fault, but I was pissed off and I was very forward with him and he was a bit like, oh sorry, we'll do what we can. And then I went into the garage. I left my helmet and stuff there. I went into the garage and I spoke to the team. I said, right guys, sorry to be a pain, I'm the guy, it's my bike that, oh god, a bit jerky there. I said, I'm sorry that I've put you in a position, but I need it done, it was booked in. Just please do what you can. And anyway, after all that palaver, I got a call after about 3 hours. Yeah, it's all done mate, no problem. So, the lesson learned, first of all, don't trust what the main dealers always tell you. And actually, jumping around on this story, I rang about 3 main dealers with regards to an Aprilia exhaust and whether I'd need to have the bike remapped, and I got 3 different answers. One was saying it'll run better as it is, don't bother. One was saying, oh yeah, it'll be fine, just stick it on. And the other one said, oh no, you need to have it remapped, it'll run too hot and lean and it'll burn your valves out or whatever. And I was like, why can't you just have a consistent position? And then it kind of dawned on me, to an extent, and not to sound derogatory, but these guys are not, you know, the most highly advanced engineers in Aprilia. These are just 9 to 5. It's a job, isn't it? So anyway, they also said, we've done your oil and filter, and there were map updates that should have been on the bike from new. There's some engine map type things and some software maps. They weren't on the bike when it was sold to the previous owner, so we put them on for you now. And I was like, God, how incompetent can you get? You're buying an £18,000 motorbike and you can't even put a bloody software squirt in it. I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me. My knee needs to cramp. Oh. So anyway, for those of you in a similar position, if you need to, I'm only having it done through a main dealer at an extortionate cost because I want to keep the warranty up to date. And the woman on the phone said it would be £330. And I got to the till at the end and he gave me the paperwork and he said, right, it's 280. And I said, oh right, how much do they normally cost? He said 280. I was like, all right, well you've not done me a deal then, and your woman was wrong as well. So he's like, it's just error upon error, and it really gets to me, stuff like that. Can we do this safely? Ooh, he's in the middle of the road here. So anyway, yeah, do your research, reconfirm make sure you get an email slot or something, or a text message off them. And yeah, don't trust what they all say, because it's all different. I've turned the wheelie control off, which is unusual for me. As you'll see, I like traction on quite a high number. Bloody hell. Our wheelies for fun. Oh, looking at my dash there. So nice just having a reassuring back brake. God, it. Oh, world's bumpy. I wonder whether it's my tyres. Sorry, fork seals. Oh, I shouldn't. Oh, no. Such a comfortable seat to move around on, really is perfect shape for me, really. Watch for cyclists. Kind. Scooter had a smelt good, actually. Have you ever noticed that when you're on a bike, all your senses are heightened? I can smell someone having a cigarette about 2 streets away. I certainly noticed that. I can smell that guy's aftershave. Or that perfume, whatever it was. Excuse me, Holland. Water. For those of you who maybe have never used a quick shifter, certainly recommend one. Just fantastic. Hands are busy enough holding on. I'll get tired in a bit. Slow down. It's like a strong wine. And I recommend these little mirrors as well underneath. It took me a while to get used to them, but yeah, they're great. Much more sleek. Horrible, the original mirrors on the Tuono. They're up here and they flap around, and all you can just see is, mate, give a headache. There's vibrations all over the shop. Slade burn. So agile, this bike. And the next thing for me for it is a gold chain, because it looks nicer, and this one keeps having surface rust on the outside and it's literally a year old. It's just the way it is. It's probably not stainless steel, is it? Mild steel or whatever. So that will be done imminently. Oh, just set off. And at least you're setting off quickly, not holding anybody up. Yeah, and the second thing, and I keep getting ripped by my biker friends, is an exhaust. My god, I'm going to fall off if you keep going at 10 mile an hour. Can I, is it rude to get out? Yeah, I need a new exhaust, but I just can't find one. I'm waiting for AP Workshops to get the race map, which they said hopefully by the end of this year they'll have it. Same as the Aprilia one. 150 quid, not too bad. The Acra system from Aprilia is not road legal, so you have a crash, throw it down the road and they inspect your bike and it's kaput. Oh, hate that corner. The SC Project one is about £2.5 grand. There's probably others, but they don't take my fancy. I like the Arrow Pista, but it again, missed opportunities. It fits the Aprilia RSV4, but they said it doesn't fit the Tuono. I thought it was the same damn bike. Shit everywhere on these roads. So anyway, oh, it says Gisborne. Can't quite remember. No, that's not it. Might just put that wheelie control back onto number 1 out of 3. It's on 0 at the moment. Ooh, God, I'm not looking. Because when you're gunning it, you will want at least some control, don't you? That was my fault. That was a half-arsed shift. Oh yes! I think I need to put that back on number 1. Thing is, on number 3 I found it quite violent. You get the front wheel up and it just cuts the power and you bang! Shitty roads. Well, I'm probably going to sign the video off here actually, because I'm having a lot of fun. Clapham, this is it. And that just effectively means there's a lot of editing. You know what I mean? So, thank you for watching. And yeah, catch you on the next one.